Hello and welcome to Racing Kenosha Community Action Agency Teaching Kitchen. My name is Andrea. I'm a dietitian with the Kenosha County WIC program, and I'm going to make something a little special today, tofu pumpkin cheesecake. So I have my tofu. I would have liked to start with silken tofu because it blends nicer. This is firm tofu, but we'll still get it blended nice in a food processor. If you just have a mixer, you'll want to look for silken tofu for ease in blending. I have some soy cream cheese. I have a little pumpkin, a cup of pumpkin, 1 1/4 cups of plain white sugar. I have my seasonings, clove, nutmeg, and cinnamon. I'm going to put in a little vanilla. And then just a basic graham cracker crust. I have 2 cups of graham crackers mixed with a little fat to keep it together. And then my springform pan, which will be used to bake the cake. So to put this together, there's a little ridge in there. I match the edge of the bottom of the pan with the ridge. It sits in there, and then I tighten it with this clasp. And that's all ready, waiting for us to go. I'm gonna mix up the fattening in graham crackers. Just get that, just a little bit of oil I put in there, 2 tablespoons, or a tablespoon per cup of graham cracker crumbs. And you can use different types of bases. Some folks, sometimes I like to use ground up pound cake, leftover pound cake. You can use any kind of leftover cake that you just pulverize it and turn it into crumbs, and it's a good cheesecake base. So then I'm just gonna flatten that out, put some up to the edges, like so. All right, that's ready to go. Okay, then for the filling of the cheesecake, I'm going to blend together my tofu. This is 1 1/2 pounds of tofu. I'm going to blend that together with the pumpkin. And this is 1 cup of canned pumpkin. We're just going to try to blend it till smooth. The key to cheesecake is try to get everything as smooth as possible. It helps to have your tofu and your cream cheese at room temperature. Tofu can be part of your WIC benefits. It could be a substitution for a gallon of milk. And there are a lot of things you can do with it. It's very high in protein, very high in calcium. So in effects, this is a really healthy cheesecake because we also got pumpkin with a lot of vitamin A and fiber. Still looking a little grainy, but it is close. Gonna give it one more whirl. All right, so I have a fairly smooth consistency here. looks pretty good. I'm gonna put in the cream cheese. Add the sugar. The cinnamon, nutmeg, and cloves. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of vanilla. All right, one more whirl here. Actually, might turn into 2 more whirls because I gotta get my spices down in there. Oh, it smells good. So here is my finished smooth cheesecake batter. That smells very good, and I'm just gonna put that into my prepared pan, springform pan with my graham cracker crust. Put that all in there. I have my oven preheating to 325. And I'm gonna bake this. Smooth it all out there. I'm gonna bake it for about an hour and then leave it set in the oven for about an hour. So we'll check back after an hour and see how our cake is doing. Okay, so we have our finished tofu pumpkin cheesecake. It did crack a little bit on the top. That's not desirable, but it does happen. Normally I cook a cheesecake in a water bath. Like I get a cake pan and put water, set it in the cake pan, my cheesecake in the cake pan and with the water up to the filling line, and then bake it at a slower pace. This recipe did not call for it, so I thought I would check it out and see how it did, and it did crack, but a water bath will help keep that from cracking. So to loosen a springform pan, it's very simple. You just loosen the crank here, which spreads the pan out. Your cheesecake comes loose from the sides, and then you pull it up from the bottom. And then I'm just going to, the best way to cut cheesecake is with a hot knife. I've got some hot water to cut the cheesecake, and typically a cheesecake is going to cut into 12 slices. I'm rinsing my knife between each cut to keep it clean. And there you have it. Pumpkin tofu cheesecake.